Well, here in the heart of the big crosstown build, many businesses are hanging on by a thread. So this coffee shop behind me here has had all of this construction on its doorstep for about 3 years now. In fact, for a couple of months, all the pedestrian traffic here was pretty much cut off by fencing. Tonight, how this business owner is refusing to back down as it takes on Metrolinx for compensation.
I've given them all my financials. They know my story. And quite frankly, they've given me the option to either go more in debt or go bankrupt. So I'm going to choose option 3, which is fight for my business and my family and my life.
Mike Perella opened up shop here on Eglinton 7 years ago, and business was booming. Back then, how many people were walking through that door?
About 600 people a day.
But ever since construction on the LRT began in 2015, the numbers are very different. Mike is now down 6 employees, at least 300 customers a day, and $500,000 in sales. A couple of months ago, he filed a claim under the Expropriations Act for compensation from Metrolinx, a first meeting that won't even happen until September. And how close are you to having to all of this slipping away?
Yeah, it's close, for sure. So that's why I'm fighting the good fight.
Mike's lawyer tells me they've already been denied compensation for the 8 weeks that foot traffic was pretty much fenced off from the storefront.
The only way to reach the front of the location was via jaywalking, and the business was absolutely decimated, but Metrolinx has again dragged their heels and said we don't think there's a viable claim for interim relief.
Today, we did reach out to Metrolinx, but because this is a legal matter, the Transit Authority will not comment. But Metrolinx does state that it has been working closely with the city, Toronto Police, the Parking Authority, local businesses, and BIAs to minimize the construction impacts as much as possible.
They tried to help, I'll be honest, they tried to help a little bit. They did a couple little mail-outs for me.
In what way? What does that
mean?
They
did a mail-out, so they did a little flyer, and they mailed them to the businesses in the area. But quite frankly, that's $3,000 of support for $500,000 of lost sales.
And while Mike puts in 60+ hours a week to keep things running, he fears that small businesses on the front lines of construction will not live to see the benefits of what's to come.
And we all know the LRT is going to be great for the city in 2021, 22. Whenever it's done, it'll be great. Toronto will benefit. Everybody will benefit. But getting there, getting the small business owners like myself and across the city to get to that point is where Metrolinx needs to step up and help us, or else we're not going to make it. And it'll just be big box stores and Starbucks everywhere.
Well, you can see that the fencing here is down for now. It actually came down just last week. The construction here will, though, continue for a few more years to come, and it's likely that more fencing will eventually be going back up in front of Mike's store here. Now, he tells me he will continue on with the legal process with Metrolinx and is determined to recoup his losses.